his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Y'all ain't no time this, playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, on the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55. X3. 218. Chop. Switch. Now.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jones. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64.
Operating from the gun. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one out quickly to Watkins. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Check 3. Tempo.
They go play action with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 45 on second down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Check. 2. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. 5.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flushed out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Petty. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Now he's forced out right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got it at the 15. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jabal Sheard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jones on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
First down, Giants.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Green brings it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Broses now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run this with Homer, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 93 for Mike. 93 for Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
One fluff. Come
on here. Come get some. Go. He don't want it.
Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Watch twist. Hey, guys, listen. Good job right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Finding Green complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Jones now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jones now operating from the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Wilson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check. Line 90.
I'm trying to collect.
Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Penny. Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bang out.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Deuce. Pull up for signal.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Neutral, focus.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Jones going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jabal Sheard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Go 14. 57's the mark.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
57's the mark.
Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Alert, 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 alert. 12.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Haywood.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
I can't believe it.
Wilson will throw again. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 24, check 24.
Alert.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got him. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Good side.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Dorsett's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Haywood. Big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Touch, 315.
Here we go. Alert 86.
Block that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play.
C6.
Mike 54.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Complete to Dorsett. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Wilson, touchdown, New York. Philip Dorsett, 83 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.